Good morning and happy Blessed Friday. We are in some very interesting times, in that because we're in the middle of a pandemic, and to try to prevent the spread of this virus, we are being asked to put some social distance between us and the people that we love and care about. And being in relationship with people that you love and care about, and having to have space between you and them, um, can be a really good time for healing, a time for getting your homes and your intimate spaces together. And then in this day and age, with internet and email and FaceTime, you're able to still be connected if this time is too much for you. There are people who struggle with social distance or self isolation. So, those with pre existing conditions and struggle with mental health, this could be a challenge. But with challenges, I believe, comes growth. Knowing that every challenge you've ever faced, if you were able to come through it to the other side of it, there was so much rich information that you learned about yourself and the people who you are connected to. Um, I can think back in my life where maybe I spent every day with someone, or a lot of my time with someone, and then something happened. Granted, this virus could be that something that happened. And I learned when I got older that sometimes space is so very valuable. That when you're in the situation, and something happens between you and someone that you love and care about, that in the moment responding in emotional ways, usually you say something that, or do something that you can't take back or you didn't mean. And so I'm just trying to place, give an example of something I've been through that provided me the time and space to back up and take the much needed uh, time to clear my head, or to think about what it was that occurred, in order to then come back and have a grounded, um, non emotional conversation in order to clear the air. So, with that being said, I think about this time, although it may feel random for a lot of people, it may be hard for a lot of people, that sometimes this distance in this space is a good thing. And just remember that if you struggle with spending solo time or not having social interactions, that this could be a time of clarity, insight, and understanding of what's at the root of your struggle, right? Um, you think about maybe relationships you've been in, and maybe there was a breakup, and you're used to coming home to someone, or used to laying next to someone, or interacting with them on a regular basis, and then that pattern, or that um, routine gets disrupted. And then in the beginning, you struggle with it. You have a hard time because your body and your mind remembers, and then you're left to learn how to respond differently. And we are really struggling in society right now. I have encountered people in fear and in panic. I've seen people snatching things from each other, or taking more than what they really need, and not thinking about other people. And it's a very individualistic way of being. I was raised in a really big family, so I don't, even if I wasn't, I don't think that I would want to be self centered or selfish or unaware of how to share, how to think about other people, how to be compassionate to other people. And I think that that is a very valuable skill, a very valuable asset that anybody can have. I think about people who I don't even know when I go into the stores, because there are people who have not been able to get a roll of toilet paper, or people with little children who are looking for wipes and diapers. And here's the time where if you go into a store, don't snatch up everything. Take just what you need. And know that if you need more, that there's a possibility of being able to get it, or to be able to lean on your community to be able to provide you with what you need. Um, Being individualistic and being selfish was not something, again, that I grew up around. Growing up in a really big family had its pros and cons, and one of the pros was that um, I was part of a community, a clan, and in that I was thinking about everyone. I would share with everyone. I would cook, and I would cook for everyone. But also, the flip side of that was when I came into my own, I had to learn how to think about myself in a way, and not give everything away to everyone else and have nothing left for myself. So when we think about these times and social distancing and putting a little time and space between you and the people you love, we think about the babies, we think about our elders, we think about the population of people who are at high risk. I just can't imagine feeling the heaviness of having had the option to isolate and quarantine myself, and instead ignoring what's being asked, and then just for the sake of not being able to handle the distance, or the quiet, or the time of for myself to self reflect, and to get my own house in order. I couldn't imagine selfishly going and possibly exposing people that I love. So while it might be hard, just know that you have everything that you need. And if you don't, that most people are a phone call away. That it is not about the individual. It is about the entirety of the entire country and people in it, particularly the people who are at risk, the newborns, the pregnant people, the elders. Um, so I wish you nothing but peace and love. I wish you so much God time, that when you do reconnect with people, you have a different perspective, and you know how to be in relationship in a different way. Thank you for listening. I love you. Be safe out there. Happy Blessed Friday.